Hello and welcome everyone. Welcome to my daily stream. My name is Doña, aka Doña the Light. And Kairu is here. He's awake. Yes. Welcome to my daily mental health chats. If you're catching me live on Twitch, thank you for being here. Please feel free to contribute in the chat. This and all other streams will always be community conversations, because we need to talk about mental health more, and we need Black people talking about mental health more, and we just need to do it. I also have some really cool things planned for the month of March, which is Mental Health Month. So yeah, if you're catching this replay on YouTube, thank you for watching, thank you for listening. This is essentially going to play out like a video podcast, so do not feel compelled to watch the video, just listen in. If you'd like to support me in ways that are free, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's a free way to support me. Rewatch my videos there, put them on in the background, just listen. I could use as many watched hours as possible. Also give this video a thumbs up like on the replay on YouTube. And if you'd like to support me in ways that require money, check out my shop. Good morning, my spuddy love. So this stream and all other streams are sponsored by me, myself, and I. This is my Etsy shop, mental health focused clothing and healing jewelry. Same name, Doña the Light. The link is in the chat. It will also be what's happening? What's happening? Oh, Fergie Ferg, thank you for resubscribing. Fergie is on a 3-month streak. I appreciate you, Fergie love. Thank you so much for the sub. Alright, so here are some of the items in my Etsy shop. All of these pendants, rings, etc. are handmade by myself personally. Everything else is print on demand because that's the best way to save the environment. So we have shirts, we have sweaters, we have hats, we have wall art, we have mugs, we have tumblers, we have journals, excuse me, we have totes, we have hoodies, and we have this lovely long sleeve crop, which I am wearing today. I will show y'all real quick. Choose you before life starts lifing. I'll show y'all I'm wearing that today. And then we also have some stickers. I don't know why I always say we when it's just my shop. But anyways, that's what we got going on in the shop. I'm wearing that long sleeve crop today, featuring the baby. Choose you before life starts lifing. Complete with mom bod. Mom bod included. Baby not included. Unless you want it. You know, babysitting, that's totally fine. Alright, so today we're going to talk about breath work. Today we're going to talk about the importance of breathing and how, good morning, well, good afternoon, good afternoon, Raylene. Welcome into the chat, my love. Thank you all for being here. Today we're going to talk about breath work. We are going to talk about why it's so important, why it is all the rage, and why it has become so increasingly popular, as well as the secret behind it and why it works so well, and why we're always telling people to focus on their breath. Thank you for the alert coffee. Thank you for the alert, Fergie. I got my coffee, but you can bring me another one, okay? All right. So, breath work. I want y'all to consider this for a moment, okay? Consider all the systems in your body, right? You have your, oh my goodness, what's our skin called? Whatever our skin system is called. You have your nervous system, you have your digestive system, you have your cardiovascular system, right, which is your heart and blood and stuff. You have your respiratory system, right? Your respiratory system consists of your lungs and the different parts of your respiratory system, which are like your trachea and etc., because your esophagus is for food, your trachea is for air, blah, blah, blah. Epidermis! Raylene coming through. Raylene always comes through. Yes, epidermis system. All of these systems in our body, the only one that is automatic, but yet we still have control over, is our breathing. That's it. We do not have control over our heart beating. We do not have control over our skin shedding. We do not have control over our lymphatic system, moving things throughout our body and excreting things that need to be excreted. No control over our digestive system. No control over our, urinary system, etc., right? But we can voluntarily and involuntarily wouldn't be involuntary control, but we can control our breath. We're going to breathe regardless, even if we don't think about it. But if we do think about it, we have the option, the opportunity to control our breath, right? Like this whole time that I'm speaking, I'm not thinking about, oh my goodness, I need to breathe, I need to inhale, I need to exhale. My body is doing it naturally, right? Regularly, automatically. However, I can pause at any place in time and choose when I want to inhale, choose when I want to exhale, right? That is the power of our respiratory system. And that is one of the reasons why breathwork is so amazing, because if we are feeling stressed, anxious, scared, fearful, super excited, whatever, our breath is something that we can immediately control. In addition to that, our breath and the speed and the depth also informs our nervous system and tells the rest of our body, i.e. our brain, whether we're safe or not. So if we are if we're watching a scary movie and we're feeling some anxiety because we know something is about to happen, the person starts walking more slowly, the scene gets darker, and we're like, someone finna die, someone finna get cut, like we know. And so our breathing starts getting quick and shallow. We're not breathing, that'd be deep and shallow, right? Or deep and shallow, deep and quick. But our breath is quick and shallow. So that tells our nervous system and our brain that we could potentially be in some sort of danger, that something could potentially happen. And then our nervous system starts moving towards that fight, flight, or freeze, right? Even though there's no actual danger because we're watching a movie, that's what our brain perceives, right? Raylene says, my breaths are super shallow always, so breathwork is really nice to fully get that air. Exactly, and we need that oxygen, like our body needs it. Fun fact, I'm pretty sure that's why we yawn, is when our bodies need more oxygen. It's not necessarily because we're tired. But fact check me on that, y'all. So, again, that type of breathing is what tells our nervous system that something is wrong, or something is leading up to something being wrong, or something could potentially be wrong, or you know what I mean? So, although in that moment we wouldn't necessarily have to fix it, if we're in a situation in which we're feeling anxious because maybe we have to have an uncomfortable conversation with someone, like we have to set a new boundary or something, and we are kind of dreading it because we don't know how that person is going to react, our breathing may imitate that. It might start getting short and shallow. The wonderful thing about breath work is it provides almost immediate relief to that feeling, because it doesn't take breathing deeply and intentionally for like 5 minutes. You could literally do it for 30 seconds or 60 seconds or 90 seconds. It's a minute and a half, y'all. We've already been in this stream for 8 minutes. Like, a minute and a half goes by very, very quickly. So that's one of the biggest benefits to breath work, is that it provides super quick and very accessible relief and almost self-soothing to not only ourselves mentally, but also our brains and nervous systems, right? So it doesn't only soothe us emotionally and mentally, but it also soothes us internally. Like, our body is now being informed, okay, we're safe. There's no need to panic. There's no need to continue to release all these extra hormones. I don't have to do any of this stuff anymore because my breathing is regulated, which means I am safe. Me and my environment in my entirety, I am safe. So I looked up a couple articles, and of course I'll link them like I always do. But yeah, so here is one of the articles, which is, let me move it a little bit. What website is this? It's Mind, Body, Green, Mindfulness. Cool. So yeah, it provides super quick relief from stress. Conscious breathing could be one of the fastest ways to combat the stress of everyday life. In a 2017 study published in the journal Frontiers in Psychology, found that participants who completed 20 breathwork training sessions over 8 weeks had significantly lower levels of the stress hormone cortisol. compared with those who did not receive the training. Cortisol is responsible for our body's stress response, and high levels of it can cause chronic inflammation. Quote, we try all of these things for stress, but if you're not breathing in a way that tells your nervous system that it's time to relax, you won't get there. Clinical psychologist and breathwork instructor Belisa Vranich, PhD, explains of the breath's ability to combat stress and anxiety. Right? So Raylene says, when I did guided meditations, one huge takeaway for me was when breathing out to make your mouth as if you're drinking from a straw. To exhale as little air as possible for as long as possible. Before that, I would breathe out way too quick and too much air, so I would feel winded sometimes. Exactly. Making a detailed explanation of how to breathe during breathwork is super helpful. Absolutely. Right? Especially since, you know, these are skills that are brand new to people. Excuse me. If you tell me to take a deep breath, I'm just going to go, you know, and that's it. Whereas that might be okay to start, but like Raylene is mentioning, detailing each step of the breath from the inhale, if there's a pause, if there's an exhale, whether you're breathing in through your nose, out through your nose, in through your mouth, out through your mouth, the position of your mouth while you're exhaling, right? Like to Raylene's point, as if you're breathing through a straw, or if you're trying to like whistle, you know, to make your mouth very small, or you know, just make your mouth, or you could literally breathe through a straw. If that's difficult for you to imagine, you could get a straw and you could breathe through a straw. Raylene says, I know, right? It's assumed to know how to do it. Right, because everybody breathes. Exactly. We all breathe automatically. And typically our breathing changes based on our stress and our environment, right? But it's one of those things that just happens. Another thing that I really, really like about breath work is it helps to, what I like to call, bring you back into your body. Because often if we are in a state of high stress or high anxiety, good morning, buddy. If we're in a state of high stress or high anxiety, we're probably like really in our head. Sure. If you're in the chat right now, you can say hello to DJ. He is here. And we're not really in our bodies. So practicing that breath work can absolutely help you come back into your body. I'm
funny like the dragon.
You're funny like the dragon? Oh, you like the dragon? You see its eyes? Look at those eyeballs. Look at those eyeballs. They look like marbles or jelly beans or something. But yeah, breath work can help bring you back into your body and move you towards feeling more grounded. I think you would absolutely need more in order to feel completely grounded, but it would help kind of start getting you there. Raylene says, apparently also, this might only be in the singing world, but adults don't breathe properly as we don't use our diaphragms. Yes, whereas babies breathe using it, which gives them a full range of air. So let's talk about your diaphragm, okay? Let's talk about, it's called diaphragmatic breathing, right? I'm going to see if I can show y'all, because I don't have a lot of space. But let's talk about it, all right? Let's talk about it. Okay. Most of us, oh no, am I ruining something? Okay. For most people, if they're sitting down and you ask them to take a deep breath, they breathe here. You can see their chest and their shoulders rising and falling. Right? Whereas diaphragmatic breathing is breathing into your belly. Look at my belly. Look at my little belly. Breathing into your belly. And so the best way to learn how to do that is to actually place your hand on your belly and breathe, excuse me, into your belly. You can also place one hand on your belly and one hand on your chest, but obviously I can't really do that right now. But breathing into your belly will allow you to actually use your diaphragm, which is the bless you, the muscle that's underneath your lungs. That is the muscle that actually moves your lungs. But again, when we breathe, welcome in, Michaela, good morning. DJ's here somewhere, he just ran off. When we breathe into our chest and shoulders, not only does it keep stress and strain in our chest and on our shoulders, but it also, like Raylene is mentioning, doesn't allow us to get the full range of breath. Now, this is something that absolutely takes a lot of practice. Yes. Yeah, I told Michaela you're here. Michaela will say hi. Michaela always says hi. Place your hand on your belly, relax, right? And just focus on making your hand move while you're breathing. It's going to feel really forced at first, as if you really are like pushing your belly out, but it gives your lungs more space to expand versus when you go and you breathe into your chest, it doesn't give your lungs as much space to expand because your diaphragm isn't opening as large or as open as it can, right? So diaphragmatic breathing. Raylene says it also has to be in opposing motions. Like when you inhale, your tummy needs to expand. Then exhale and contract. Exactly. So inhale, exhale. There we go. DJ's showing you his trains. Exactly. So
Her name is Arthur.
That's Arthur?
Arthur.
So I really want y'all to try diaphragmatic breathing. It's really, really, really good for you. But it does require a lot of practice. And it may... Nice trains, DJ. Bless you. It may, like I said, at first feel very forced. And feel really as if you are just pushing your belly out. Like, you can feel the muscles expanding in your belly. And it feels a little strange. But, as I mentioned, it's really, really great for not only, bless you, DJ, not only for singing, not only just for regular humans that are working on managing stress.
He said bless you to me.
Yes. Okay, watch your toes real quick so I can roll in. But also for people who are exercising, right? Another really great component of breathwork and breathing is is alternating between breathing in through your nose and out through your nose. It may feel as though you can breathe more deeply if you inhale through your mouth. However, similar to what Raylene was mentioning, it requires a lot more effort, and it allows you to breathe more slowly if you breathe in and out just through your nose. Plus, consider the fact that you do, when you're eating, when you're sleeping, when you're drinking, you have to breathe slowly in and out through your nose. But it's a really, really great practice for creating slower movement in your breath. Instead of, you can do. And then when you're exhaling while you're practicing that diaphragmatic breathing, as you exhale, really try and squeeze as much air as you can out of your lungs. Remember that these practices will become easier and easier and easier the more that you practice them. But you don't have to devote like an hour a day to diaphragmatic breathing. It could be like 5 minutes. Yes?
And Arthur is a little bit loud.
Arthur's a little bit loud?
And Arthur is a happy trainer.
Arthur is a very happy trainer. Arthur has a really great happy face.
And Arthur works on the Trackmaster. Oh no, that can't work.
It doesn't work? Oh, because he's too big, isn't he? Isn't he a little bit too wide?
No. Watch. See that?
What's wrong with it?
It's because you can't work on the curves with this
Oh,
wheel.
okay. I see.
I'm gonna show you something.
Okay. I officially am having a bad day. I just threw out, oh no, Michaela. That's like the worst feeling in the world. Do you know what caused you to throw up? Was it like something you ate, or was it like because of anxiety, or... I also remember you mentioning, I think it was yesterday, that you get to talk to a therapist today, I think. Raylene says, one thing I'm not sure about, is diaphragmatic breathing supposed to be used long-term or temporarily? And 2, why is it we stop breathing this way after growing up? Those are wonderful questions. Raylene always has really wonderful questions. All of you actually always have really wonderful questions. Oh, Friday. Okay. Michaela, do you know what cause you to throw up this morning or today? I don't know what time it is for you. I know, it's really, really frustrating. That's the word. I despise throwing up. Let's look it up, Raylene. Let's talk about diaphragmatic breathing. I'm going to open up a new tab so that I can share everything that I have. Hold on, buddy. They can't. Oh, actually, they can't see you. Is diaphragmatic breathing good to do? I feel like yes for doing it long term, but diaphragmatic breathing is breathing exercise. See, this is a breathing exercise. I want to say that it can be done long term. However, it is a breathing exercise because our bodies, I don't think our bodies would ever do it automatically. You know what I mean?
Guys,
I don't know, honestly. Oh, I'm sorry.
Balloon.
Yeah, how are you feeling today emotionally? You're number one. If you need to know, this balloon is for everyone. You are all number one. Number one. So when it comes to diaphragmatic breathing, I believe, hold on, DJ, based on the article, that it is a practice that can be done long term, but I don't feel right. I switched to diaphragmatic breathing. I don't believe that our bodies would switch back, you know, something that we do as babies, but I don't think our bodies would switch back. It must be a reason. Maybe it requires more energy to do regularly, just like automatically, and so we switch to a more, I don't know, maybe that's something that came from like maybe it's something that we evolved out of, but not necessarily on purpose, you know? I don't know. That's a really, really great question, right? It is very, very interesting. And then to your question of why is it we stop, let me see. Oh, excuse you, little baby. Why do we stop diaphragmatic breathing after infancy? That is not how you spell infancy. Oh my goodness. Paradoxical. Facts about diaphragmatic hernia. Learning about this breathing. Full oxygen exchange. Not surprisingly. Blah, blah, blah. I mean, it's just talking about all of the wonderful benefits. It encourages full oxygen exchange. Beneficial trade of incoming oxygen for outgoing carbon dioxide, which honestly I believe that's the reason why you faint, is because that shallow breathing doesn't allow enough oxygen to come into your body, and essentially you have too much carbon dioxide in your lungs. Yes, I know. Hold on, buddy, I gotta look up something. It alleviates symptoms of stress and anxiety. It lowers levels of cortisol. Okay, diaphragmatic movement in newborn infants. Oh, this is a study. Yes, buddy.
This one is not. This one is not a happy birthday balloon.
It's not. It is a you are number one balloon.
It's smart. Check this out.
Michaela says, I'm feeling better than yesterday, but still not good emotionally. Michaela, do you have any like coping exercises or activities that you do to help process your emotions?
Well, guys,
it sounds like your body is just like feeling them.
You are number one.
You're number one. I love that balloon.
This one is not a happy birthday balloon.
It is not a happy birthday balloon.
It's when you get smart.
It's when you get smart.
Yeah.
So, diaphragmatic breathing into your abdominal cavity, breathing into your belly, deeply helpful. Helps so many different things in addition to allowing you to feel less stressed, less...
Oh, Dragon. I'm glad you're here.
Yeah.
Did you just see Ding?
She did say Ding. Oh, here we go.
Man.
Do I need to use them? Do you need to use diaphragmatic breathing? It'd be helpful. Oh my goodness, look at her. She looks like a Pokemon. Oopsie. Aw, she's so cute. I can't even deal. See, the beady eyes with the little smile works really well. My coping skills. Absolutely.
Guys, check out my...
Coping or any emotion
Guys, check out my new
processing
balloon.
activities would help. Yeah.
Well, they can't talk to my
The
balloon.
dragon is adorable. I know everybody can see your balloon, buddy. They can see your balloon. So yes, controlling your breath. Just start there, right? Start with just Gage ears are cute too. I know, right? Super adorable. Start off with just becoming more aware of your breath, right? When you are noticing that because I feel that what we notice first is probably the change in our heartbeat, right? Sometimes it feels as though our heartbeat gets really loud and we can feel it in our ears, or we can, physically feel it almost bumping out of our chest. There are signs that we experience when we are experiencing moments of anxiety or high stress. The first thing is just to kind of recognize what that feels like for you. For me...
Let's check out.
Huh?
Oh, it's Jones here.
Jones.
Can Jones say hi to me?
Of course Jones can say hi to you. For me, when I get into that moment, I feel physically hot and I feel like yelling. I have like a lot of energy that I need to move very quickly, and typically that comes out as me wanting to yell. And so I'll do my best in that moment to like separate myself. Cooling down definitely helps. I've heard someone say that...
Guys, check out my blue.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, DJ. Welcome into the chat, Jones. Thank you for being here, love. I've heard someone say that grabbing an ice cube and rubbing it on your wrists is really helpful for when you get into that.
Guys, check out my new balloon.
They can see your balloon, buddy. Do you want them to say something about your balloon? Drop a 1 in the chat if you like DJ's balloon. Drop a 1 in the chat if you like DJ's your number 1 balloon. Look at that. 1. 1. Another 1. Another 1. Really? I haven't heard that before. Really? Honestly, I think it would be spun with all the 1s.
Wow.
Look at all those 1s. No, you're fine, Spuddy. That was amazing. Thank you. I think it really just is based on... I think that's something else that we need to talk about when it comes to soothing yourself when you're feeling high stress or high anxiety or high worry. The power of temperature.
Smell said love you, DJ.
I know she did. Spud Witch dropped so many 1s in the chat.
Oh, yeah.
Because your balloon is so awesome. Okay, go ahead and take it back to your room, buddy.
Well, thank you for showing a lot of 1s.
Yeah, thank you for sharing your balloon with us. I'm so glad it has a little weight. But yeah, I've heard, first and foremost, I've heard that cold showers are phenomenal for regulating your nervous system. And I mean when you are like feeling extremely dysregulated, like you're on the verge of having a panic attack. Now, I'm not saying immediately go into the shower on cold. The suggestion of the gentleman that I saw on TikTok was to get in the shower and put it as low as you can tolerate first. So that might be like tepid, room temperature, and then slowly decrease it from there. He said that he struggles with, I want to say it was OCD. Yes.
If you're done, then you can come downstairs, okay?
Okay, I'll come downstairs when I'm done.
Okay.
Okay.
If you're done, then you can come play.
Okay.
Okay.
Raylene says, I get really pissed from being too hot and get depressed if I'm too cold. I have a really tiny window of good temperature. I feel that. And I think that the ice on your wrist is a really great way to kind of control that, where your whole body, you don't feel overwhelmed by that different temperature, but you're just getting a little bit of a different sensation. I'm not really sure, and I'll have to look it up now. I'll have to look up like the science behind that, and why it works, because I don't know. Just like saying it out loud when I'm talking to y'all about what I experience when I feel overwhelmed. I do feel physically hot. I feel like I have a lot of anger within me, like a lot of energy, a lot of emotion within me, because it's not always anger that I need to like get out. Sometimes it's sadness, sometimes it's fear, sometimes it's frustration, whatever. And so I do my best, like I said, to isolate myself. Take a few deep breaths. But if I have the opportunity to step outside, especially right now while it's still like cool, that helps me a lot. Excuse me. Something about that brisk, fresh air hitting my face. Thank you for the bless you. And the fact that it's like cooler than the air that's inside the house really, really helps. Thank you for the bless you. Spuddy says, oh yes, I do that once. I do that on a daily. I take a hot shower and end with a cold rinse. There you go. Cold rinse is nice, especially when I'm washing my hair. I feel that. Really says, yeah, I get that same bubbling explosion. Yeah, feeling where I just want to be like, ah! Exactly. Like, I just feel the need to, like, and that must be DJ. I'm still working on catching it, because I'm doing my best not to allow myself to get there in the first place, right? Because typically me getting there in the first place is me trying to control the situation. Typically when it comes to DJ or the baby or whatever, I'm not taking the time to just like be present. I'm just trying to move forward. Like if I have to go to the grocery store, for example, and I'm like trying to rush DJ to get to the store. Why? Who knows? Honestly, there's no rush. Like usually the things that I do during the day, I give myself enough wiggle room to where I don't have to rush, because I know that if I have to rush a child, it's my fault, right? Because I could have started preparing him to get ready sooner, earlier, whatever, because I know it's going to take a while. You know what I mean? So I can't get upset with him because he doesn't have some sort of sense of urgency that I'm just trying to force on him, and then I'm allowing myself to get upset and frustrated. So if there's things that are like piling on throughout the day, that's one of the reasons why I like to just get out of the house. Because just driving down the road and putting the window down and letting that air hit my face instantly allows me to come down. Raylene says, hard to know where to put that energy. Right. I can sometimes get it from being too happy, like sometimes huge accomplishments. Yeah, and then I'm beaming from energy where I have nowhere to put it. Exactly. Yeah, and so it happens on both sides of the spectrum, right? Hold on, y'all. Who's banging? Why are you banging? Stop banging, DJ. But yeah, whether it's like fear, anxiety, frustration, whatever, or it's like excitement, happiness, elation, you know, you just have all of this energy, emotion, something that you need to move around. DJ was like not face palming. He was hitting the glass downstairs with his hand because the dogs were barking. Our sliding glass, what's it called? Not the window itself, but like the blinds are open. Where's Grover? He was over here in the bathroom. I was thinking the same thing. I was like, where did he go? Normally he's at work, but he's taking the day off today. But yeah, because he was hitting it with his palm, it was like extra loud. He wasn't like knocking like he usually does. So I was like, what is that? It sounded so crazy. I thought Grover was downstairs. That's why I was like, maybe he's doing something that I'm hearing. But Grover was upstairs up here using the bathroom. But yeah, usually Grover's at work, but he's taking the day off today. yeah. Should we look it up now? We have a little time. Should we look it up? I feel that temperature regulation, something about that. I mean, I know that ice baths have huge benefits just for reducing inflammation within our body overall. Yeah, I know there's huge benefits to that. So let me look it up. I'm just gonna look it up, even if it's just for me and Rayleigh. Y'all will just get the benefit of having an answer to this. Okay, so let's see. No. Let's move forward. White mouth empty. Ah, high intensity emotions make you feel exhausted. Okay. I'm just gonna look it up on my phone because I don't feel like typing anymore. Okay, hold on. Oopsie. Me three. I'm lurking and working. We getting our answers exactly. Let's see. What are you doing, sir? Put that little baby tongue away. Here. The baby was searching for something. Okay, let's see. No thanks. Cookies? Cookies? Who got cookies? What? How to move energy around when I'm feeling super happy. I don't want to look up sad because I feel like there's way too many answers for that. Cookies? Right, like what? Cookies? I'm so confused. Oh, okay. Okay, here we go, Raylene. Ooh, Fergie. Let me send you my address real quick so you can mail me some cookies. I don't even care what they look like when they get here, as long as they're from you. Okay, Raylene, so this is a guide to your emotions if you're feeling energetic. A deeper look at feeling energetic. Something about coffee. Right. Fergie. Girl. Boo. Okay. How feeling energetic shows up mentally. It lifts your mood, it reduces stress and anxiety, it increases attentiveness, boosts productivity, sparks creativity, improves okay. So Raylene, when you're feeling that, one thing that you specifically could do is sing or start writing a song, right? Move that energy that way. How it shows up physically, yada, yada, yada. You could move your body. So perhaps the combination of like going for a walk and writing a song, you know what I mean? Or even like walking in place or doing some yoga and then writing a song, moving your body. Engage in compassionate self-talk. I love that. Look at yourself in the mirror and be compassionate. Connect with a friend, of course. Get creative. Practice gratitude. That's good. I like this. But I think one of the best things, and again, most accessible things, is moving your body and getting creative. When you're feeling like you just need to do something. Raylene says, true, I usually dance or something, but go way too hard to get everything. Then get muscle sore the next day. It's really fun, though. I feel that. Trust me, I feel that. Honestly, I was kind of feeling it this morning. I ran downstairs after I took a shower. And the baby was still sleeping, kind of, for a little while. And I did a quick sun salutation. And then after my sun salutation, which is like a little yoga flow, I was still feeling kind of like I needed to move. So I did some more hip stuff. And then after that, I was feeling real energetic. Like, went and got the baby. Forgot I didn't turn off the heater. Ran downstairs. Ran back upstairs. All before I had coffee. So, yeah. Yeah. It's the baby. Little baby man. Anywho. Right. No one talks about managing happy emotions. Exactly. It's true. Raylene says, my pinky toe is hurting because I have nerve damage. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Michaela, have you ever tried where you lie on your back and you put your legs up a wall and then you like scoot your butt all the way against the wall so your legs are up the wall? Sometimes that can feel really, really relaxing. I don't know how helpful it would be because there's already nerve damage in your toe, but that might provide you some relief. It also really helps with kind of regulating your circulatory system because I fell asleep with my legs at the wall. Yeah, it can be really, really relaxing. Really? You have nerve damage too? No way. I had no idea. But it can be really helpful because it's an inversion. Any position in which it's like any position in which your legs are above your heart is an inversion. So even though it's not something super advanced like a handstand or a headstand, having your legs up the wall is considered an inversion. And inversions are really helpful for your circulatory systems. I think your nervous systems too. Nervous system. We don't have more than one nervous system. My nerve damage was caused by self-harm, unfortunately. Oh. It's okay, beloved. Oh. Sir. Y'all see his hand? What you doing? Besides getting my glasses dirty. Sir. Anywho. Do y'all want to do some breathing exercises together? We could totally do some breathing exercises together. I mean, the baby's going to be like making noises, but I'm down to teach y'all some, okay? Raylene says, in my thumb from when I got too excited and went full send on the double bass. Now I occasionally get spasms that make me, almost drop what I'm holding. That's rough. Raylene says, yes, with an exclamation point. I need to turn off my... All right, we have 10 minutes. Okay. Let me get all the boogers out of my nose real quick. So I can stop sniffling. And let me change the music. Can y'all hear the music? I'll put it up a little bit louder. Alright, so we're going to change it to that song. Why are you so sassy right now? Right. Okay. I'm trying to get the baby to quiet down. Good little baby. Usually when I start talking, then he starts like making baby noises. You good? Okay. If you can hear my voice, I'd like you to find a comfortable seat and close your eyes. Take a moment to just become very aware of your breath. Feel the air flow in and out. The air is cool as it enters your body, and it's warm as it exits. No need to slow your breath or change anything at all. Just become aware of your natural breathing pattern. Continue to make small adjustments to where you're sitting to be sure that you are indeed comfortable. Place one hand on your chest and one hand on your belly button or just above. With your eyes still closed, seal your lips. Inhale and send your breath to the hand that's on your belly. Feel your hand rise with your inhale. And exhale and feel that same hand go inwards. Exhale slowly through your nose and do your best to empty all of the breath in your lungs. Push it all the way out. And when you're ready, inhale again, sending your breath down to your belly, feeling your hand rise slowly and intentionally. Inhaling through your nose, exhaling, feeling your hand lower and melt, pushing all of the air out of your lungs. Continue this pattern at a speed and tempo that feels comfortable for you. If you'd like your breaths to be shorter, you can make them shorter. If you'd like them to be longer, you can make them longer. Focus solely on your hand moving in alignment to your breath, the hand that's on your belly. Complete one more round of breath. One more inhale. And one more exhale. And bring both hands back to your lap with palms facing up. Take a moment to say the following in your head or out loud. Thank you, body. Thank you for this breath. Thank you for allowing me to have control over this breath. Thank you for continuing to breathe, even when I don't think about it. If you haven't done so already, return to your natural breathing pattern. And when you're ready, you may open your eyes. How are y'all feeling? I hope you feel I can't untense it. My back. Oh no! Your back. Okay, Raylene, if it's in your back, I'd like you to try. I'm so glad that was calming for you, Michaela. If it's in your back, Raylene, I'd like you to try inhaling with both arms up and gently twisting to one direction. Exhaling, one arm comes forward onto the opposite knee. The other hand goes behind you. Look over the shoulder that's behind you. And you can practice belly breaths here or whatever type of breaths feel the most comfortable. But lengthen your spine. Imagine that there's a string coming out the top of your head that's pulling you towards the ceiling, towards the sky, as you twist gently and breathe into those areas of tension. Back tension is rough. But I hope that helped. I hope that you feel a little more in your body. I hope you feel a little more grounded. I hope you feel a little more confident in your breathing and in your body. And notice that recognize that your respiratory system is a good thing. And that, ooh, yes, I love that. And you can go to the other side too. Just for the sake of like being balanced. Inhale up and exhale as you twist to the other side. I really wish I had like a floating yoga mat I could just sit here on. For sometimes when I want to like show y'all stuff, but I'm so glad that worked. But yeah, I hope y'all recognize, if you haven't already, make yourself a little gratitude jar, right? I have these little notes in here. Pull one out. This one says, oh, I remember that one. This one says, the first one that I grabbed says, I already done the other side, perfect. Said that I washed, dried, folded, and put away laundry on the same day. That was one of the notes here in my little gratitude jar. And this is a baby food jar, y'all, because Lord knows I got tons of them. But if you haven't done so, I never really sit down, usually lying down or standing. So my back at the end was like, what? I feel that. If you haven't done so already, make sure that you make a little gratitude jar or a little gratitude notebook. And it's not even necessarily gratitude. I feel like gratitude sounds difficult to identify, but just a good jar. A good jar. So I'm going to write a note for my good jar. Right. I'm going to write a note for my good jar. That I practiced deep breathing today. I practiced deep breathing today, because I would consider that a good. So then I'm going to cut it out. Hopefully the baby doesn't move his hands, because these scissors are very sharp. That's right, little baby, do not pay attention to what I'm doing. Perfect. All right. Y'all see that? I practiced deep breathing today. Bam, in the jar. I don't need a date. I I just need a reminder that was something good that happened today. Okay. Yay! I appreciate y'all so much for being here. I'm going to wrap up today's conversation. I'm going to raid into someone, so let me see who is on right now. For those of you that were here in the Twitch chat, thank you so much for being here. For those of you that just came through and lurked, thank you. I think I'm going to raid Fire Snout today. For those of you that popped in, and thank you, my love. Popped in, lurked, didn't say nothing, but just enjoyed watching. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Even if you popped in and didn't stay. Again, if you would like to support me in ways that don't require any money, please be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Rewatch or re-listen to these videos. The more watched hours I get, the better. Oh, I love that email. That's so dope. If you'd like to support me in ways that do require money, you are more than welcome to purchasing from my shop. Yeah, Jones, because I gotta get DJ ready for school. It's 8:33. He's got class at 9. So such is the morning. I also have a baby trying to literally eat my shoulder. But I love you all so much. I'm gonna post this on YouTube in just a few minutes, and I will I'll put a, what is it called? Like a timestamp for the breathing exercise if y'all want to go back and do it again. So you can just go straight to it instead of finding it. I love you all so, so much. So, so much. Love and appreciate each and every one of you. Have a beautiful Monday. Remember that Monday can be the best day of the week. All you got to do is tell it that it is. That's it. We are going to raid Fire Snout and Wheat. He is a super wonderful streamer, very humble guy. I've rated him before. Wow, why? That's not how you spell Wheat. Hit me up if you really want to play. I'm about to say my address right now for you. Ain't gotta say a word. Alright, cool. So we're gonna raid Fire Snout and Wheat. Let me pause my music. And then open up his stream so I can go in there. Where's he at? Okay, cool. Alright, y'all. Me too. Alright, loves. We are going to raid. I love you all. I will see you all tomorrow. Have a beautiful day. Bye.